Hey YouTube, Mario M here. Hope everybody's doing well out there. Well, I decided to make a little video on some coins that I picked up at pawn shops. Um, but before I do that, I'd like to share some of the information that I've found out from the silver stacking community. And so I want to share it with all the young silver Turks out there that are starting out with their stacking, and I'd like to share what I've gotten out of the community. So I'd like to start out by telling them that going to pawn shops sometimes is kind of you get kind of leery going out to pawn shops because you really don't know what you're getting there. It's not like buying stuff off the internet or buying stuff from a coin shop where you know everything's going to be legit. So my recommendation is to go out there with some tools of the trade, and I'd like to show some of those tools of the trade that I've gotten from the silver stacking community. So the first thing that I'd like to tell you that you should always have, of course, is your phone, your iPhone. Of course, I can't show you that right now because I'm filming with this right now, but you should have your iPhone because you can find out what the coins are going for. You can find out what the spot price is. You can find out what the specs are for a certain coin. Several things. And then there's places like Kitco that you can go to get the spot price. Coinflation, you can also go to there. And so let me show you some of the tools that I've got, and they're not that expensive. I spent less than $50 to buy the things that I have, and I don't think that's a whole lot of money for what you're spending on your silver. So the first thing I'd like to show you besides the phone is your scale. And I think the scale should probably be a small scale, a pocket-sized scale that you can take along with you, put it in your glove compartment, and then when you're going into the pawn shop, pull it out and put it in your pocket. Nice little scale. The next thing, of course, is a loop. Very inexpensive. I paid $16 for this. This was given to me, so I didn't really pay anything for it. And then a gauge. A gauge to measure your coins. You can measure the diameter of your coin. And you could also measure the thickness of your coin to make sure that it meets all the specs. And this I paid $10 for off eBay, so it's not that expensive. And then of course a little magnet. Hope you can see this here. See how that magnet slides right off? That means we've got a legitimate coin here. And just to show you that this is a magnet, okay, so when you're going out to a pawn shop, if you're not too sure about what you're getting, these tools will always help. Make sure you have your iPhone with you so you can see what the coins are going for before you purchase them. Always know what the spot price is when you go in. And your loop helps out a lot. I've heard that there's some coins out there that they look so much like the real thing, but the writing is different. Some of the spelling is different. I don't recall exactly right now which coin it was that I was told that there was writing on it that was spelt differently. Okay, but it looked a lot like an original coin. But anyways, so having said that, I picked up these coins at 2 different pawn shops, and I got very, very lucky that I was able to pick up the box, the display box, the COA, with all 4 of them. And I think I paid a pretty decent price. I got 2 of them for $40 a piece, and the other 2 I paid $32 a piece. So, you know, I paid under what they were worth on eBay and AppMex. I looked them up on AppMex, and I paid less than that. So I was pretty happy with my purchases, especially when I got them with boxes and COAs. I mean, usually you go into you can even go into a coin shop or a pawn shop, and all you get is this. Sometimes it's not even in an airtight. I've seen those before. So I thought I got pretty lucky in purchasing all these, and they are in really good shape. All 4 of them are very good shape. I got 2 2007s, 1 2003, and the other one was a 2000. So, and when you're going into pawn shops, sometimes you can get lucky, like I did. I went into this pawn shop, and the guy quoted me $40, and I told him, you know, I won't pay over 32, and he let me have him for 32. He went over to the computer and looked it up, and he says, yeah, okay, I'll let you have him for 32. But some of those people that work at pawn shops, they don't know the difference between a BU and a proof coin, and so they might have thought that this was a BU and let me have it for 32. Hey, you know, I got lucky. So anyways, let me show you these other ones. I don't want to show you all of them because they're all pretty much the same, but they are all in great shape. I don't know if you can see the letter there, West Point. I couldn't believe it when I got those 2 for 32 apiece. Wow, I scored. There is one thing. All of them do have the COA. But there is one thing that I noticed after I had purchased one. One of these has, one of them is a 2000, what did I say, 2002, but the COA is for a 2000. And I was upset at myself for not looking at that very carefully, but these were the only 2 that the person had there. And I said, well, what am I going to do? Return it because it doesn't have the correct COA? I said, no. You know, I might as well just keep it. I got a good deal on it. Might as well just keep it. So for those of you that are a little bit afraid of going into pawn shops, most of the time I go into pawn shops to get my dimes, quarters, $50. Usually get a pretty good price on them there. And again, they may not know exactly what they're worth, so sometimes you get lucky. But, you know, a lot of people don't want to go into pawn shops because some pawn shops are pretty shady. So I don't blame them. But, again, I wanted to let the young guys out there know what kind of tools they could use so that they make sure that they are not taken, or they don't buy a coin that's not a legitimate coin. And so that's what I thought I'd share with you today. Please comment. Let me know what you think of, purchasing at pawn shops. And comment and subscribe and rate. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll talk to you later. Adios.